The solids. Savannah, you going to take care of this one? All right, Savannah's going to record this. We're going to, basically, you can see the stuff that's up here. We're good to go for the most part. I'd like to use this more as after you, I'll give you some time to copy the stuff down. Again, this is the work of periods, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. To get this stuff down, I went ahead and kind of color-coded it. The one thing that I wanted to mention, when it comes to the post-war America thing, I want to remind you again, you need 3 examples for each supporting paragraph. You can expect, if we've got 2 people and 3 categories, that what kind of a question could you expect to get?
Compare and contrast.
Compare and contrast, yeah. Okay? The best part of this, though, is the fewer examples that... you have enough examples. If you look, what do you notice about this? It's color-coded. If it's just in blue, it was a multiple that worked in only one, in Eisenhower. If it's green, it was a multiple that only worked in Truman. But if it's in red, it's in both, which means, again, all you need are 3 examples. So if you can find ones that go across or into multiple sections and you can just remember those, you're good. You've got everything you need, right? So one of the ways to look at this would be, it doesn't matter if it's Truman or Eisenhower, politics during this time was much more conservative. It doesn't matter if it's Truman or Eisenhower, Americans as a society were incredibly obsessed with what? Conformity and consumerism. Okay? Holy crap, is it hot. It doesn't matter if it's Truman or Eisenhower. Do you want the stick again? Do you want it? Because it was right down here.
It was this one, not
They gave you crap about being late. So, yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, dude. A stick. You just beat the crap out of it. Kraft needs it. Really? Oh, I'm sorry. You and your dress while I'm in pants. All right. All right. Can we keep going? All right. Now, guys, listen up. It doesn't matter if it's Truman or Eisenhower. In both cases, in both of these guys' presidencies, suburbs are growing, which means also in both presidencies, what's happening with the economy?
Middle class is being created.
The middle class is what?
Being expanded.
Is growing, is expanding. That's right. Another way to look at this, if the middle class is expanding or growing, the economy is
going up. Going good.
Booming. Okay? Any questions on that? Is right now, do you have any questions at all about post-war America? Is there anything on there that you're like, I'm not sure I get? Or why does this count for this and this, or something like that? I tried to cut. I cut a bunch of stuff. People had other stuff up there. But I only wanted to keep stuff that you could use in multiple places, because then it's easier to remember. You have less to remember. Brandon, what are franchises and conglomerates?
One of them is like a company has a lot of like smaller companies. Like
That's a conglomerate.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the other one, there's like one main thing, and it has it's like a main thing, and then it has other not things that have anything to do with
The same store found in many different locations. Okay? So it's kind of like a chain store, except that you get individual owners. Okay? So for instance, the Taco Bells around here are owned by the not the, help me out.
Pepsi.
No, it's not that,
Okay, so for franchise programs,
It doesn't matter. what?
For franchise programs, that's the same thing over on Pecan.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to put a ditto there. Yeah, no, it goes with it. See, franchises and conglomerates, that's the ditto. Please raise your hands. Okay, if it's in green, it was one of the ones that was a multiple, but it only went with Truman. If it's blue, it was another multiple, but it only went with Eisenhower. Eisenhower didn't have anything to do with the interstate commerce, or interstate highway. I'll get it yet. Truman didn't have anything to do with the interstate highway system. Truman also didn't have anything to do with the FCC. That was an Eisenhower thing. Likewise, the GI Bill of Rights continued into Eisenhower's presidency, but it was created for the guys that were coming home from World War II. Similarly, the Fair Deal was Truman's ideas for getting America back on its feet after World War II. Grant.
What exactly happened with the Fair Deal that made it work? Like,
All right. Well, let's be clear. Did the Fair Deal work? If we were to rate, let's do it this way. If we were to rate its effectiveness on a scale of 1 to 10, where would we put the Fair Deal?
5.
Yeah, 5 or 6. It got some things, but there were some major parts of it that didn't pass. What was the big thing that would have really changed American society and politics, and for that matter, the economy, if it had been allowed to go through?
Socialized medicine?
Socialized medicine, absolutely. A national healthcare system would have totally changed America at that point. Just like for many people are saying it's changing America now. It didn't pass. He did have smaller things, though, that did pass. All right? Agricultural subsidies. What are some other ones? Help me out. What are some other parts to the Fair Deal? Besides socialized medicine or national health care. Civil rights. He added civil rights as part of the Fair Deal. That was LBJ. What does FCC stand for?
Federal Commission on Commerce?
Federal Communications Commission. Not Commerce. Federal Communications Commission. They're the guys, or people I should say, who are in charge of looking over, watching, to make sure that the stuff that's on television and radio is appropriate. That frauds are not being perpetrated. That, what are they called? When it comes to naughtiness, that standards are being met. Okay, Okay? Any questions? Any other ones before we start looking at civil rights? By the way, if you're worried about taking pictures, 2 things. One, Savannah's copying this, and she'll also be posting the video probably in parts up on YouTube again. I will also say that for everybody who wants to just take a picture of this later, after the bell rings, we'll do one at a time, and you can come up and snap your picture and do it that way. Okay? If there's someone who doesn't have Facebook, and I know that there are multiple people in here, we've talked about this, if there's someone who doesn't have Facebook but would like a picture of this, you need to leave your email address somewhere. How about we just write it on this sheet over here, and I will send you a pic of this in email, okay? The YouTube one, I don't know, if you look under something Cyclone, Tennis Cyclone?
Yeah.
Tennis Cyclone on YouTube, that's Savannah's channel.
This is for the stuff Friday, right?
Pardon? This is for the stuff on Friday.
Yeah.
You don't need to know this stuff for tomorrow. You need to know this stuff for Friday. The one